returning subscriber, thank you so much. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you have not, and comment down below if you have any questions. And today's detail is a BMW M5 competition, and boy does it sound great. Okay, let's begin with some instructions. You're, starting out with detailing, or you've been doing it for 10 or 20 years. This is how I do it. There's a lot of methods, a lot of different types of chemicals. Anyways, today, BMW M5 competition. This car is fast and amazing. This was a fun detail. I am currently inspecting the car, trying to find if anything's wrong with it, if there's anything new on the car. There was a lot of stuff that was new on this car from the last time I detailed it. This was a returning customer. I saw that she did add PPF to the front and PPF on the side mirrors and a lot of other stuff. This was one of the first very few cars I've ever gotten with no bugs on the front bumper. Okay, so starting out, my last video, I told you to make sure you use pH level soap. Okay, if you're coating the car for the first time and you need to strip it, strip it. Every car is different, every detail is different. But what I do want to say is that if you're doing this for a living like I am, you better find yourself some really good shoes. And if you have a car lift, you're amazing. I wish I could have a car lift. It would make my details a lot easier. Anyways, I'm using pH level soap on this one because I have already detailed this car 6 months ago. And this is a returning customer, and the car was very easy on the outside to detail because I had already did all the buffing and polishing the last time I detailed it. So basically, I'm just adding a fresh coat of ceramic on this car, and she didn't get the graphene special last time either, so I was able to add graphene to this detail this time. I like to do comparison of before and after, so I'm taking a look to see what the car looks like before I apply a coating, before I get a lot of the marks out of the outside, and basically the big difference between the two different coatings. I do a lot of testing on everything. I love testing and researching, and I'm just doing, that's what the rims looked like after I had already cleaned them. When I washed the car, I have a brush that I gently rub on the rims. Just most of the time it cleans. This one is very unique. This rim did not clean. It was very difficult. I think I spent an hour, maybe an hour and a half on each rim. I use P&S Brake Buster. I typically don't use chemicals on rims, specifically acid. I never use acid on the rims. It's always non-acid, biodegradable. Anyways, P&S Brake Duster, I hear it's like one of the best. I didn't see a big... my complete honesty with Brake Buster, I don't see where it really did anything at all because I still had to take a rag for over an hour and wipe everything up. For the most part, for the detailers who need to save money and don't care about time, then the steamer that I'm using right now, which is the VX5000 steamer, I've had this thing for over 10 years. You literally could steam the rims completely clean, and it's better than what any other chemical can do. But I will also say that if you want my honest opinion, the best and fastest way of making sure the rims are perfect, Iron X from CARPRO. Iron X from CARPRO has never let me down. It's in my opinion very expensive, but if you need to cut time, Iron X the car. Like Iron X the car after you wash it and dry it, and then re-wash it and dry it again. Anyways, this is just me cleaning the rims before I coat them. This detailing video that you're watching right now is very specific to how to clean rims because I spent a lot of time on them. So I usually go through about 10 different microfiber rags when I clean. That's each rim, 10 rags per rim until nothing like transfers onto the rag when the rag is still clean when I wipe the rim. I don't stop on the rim until I cannot collect anything. So, I'm steaming right now. That takes a while. Then you want to take a rag and you want to collect everything that you possibly can. You then steam again and do the same exact step with a different rag. You might you test out a couple chemicals that you have that you've never used and you want to see how they work and all that. But for the most part, a couple years ago, I can't remember why, but I ended up using Windex on the rims. And it did a amazing job. And then I broke down the chemicals of what makes up Windex, and then I came across rubbing alcohol, which I also get to what I use to remove bugs and a lot of stuff. So I like to use rubbing alcohol on the rims a lot, but anything that I put on the rims chemical wise, I always use the steamer afterwards and I neutralize everything. A lot of people in the car community like to spray rim cleaners, and they're unaware that rim cleaners is like really strong acid, and then after like a week or a couple weeks, corrosion starts eating away of their very expensive rims, and they don't know why they have corrosion so bad, and they end up having to like buy new rims. Anyways, so this is me. I sprayed some chemicals on these a couple times. I think I tried 2 different chemicals on these. Which one? Let's see, the chemicals that I use, P&S Brake Buster, and then I tried 1 or 2 of my own brand of chemicals to see how well they were. After I got the rim completely cleaned, I coated the rims this time with graphene, Adams graphene detail spray. I did that. Next time I'll probably try a ceramic spray. Yep, and again, that's what the rims looked like before I cleaned them. They were really bad. So what I took away from this is that the owner of the car has a brake pad problem. So what I did at the very end of the detail is I made her aware that her brake pads may need to be checked and changed. And she replied back with, "Yes, you're correct. They're very old. That's why the rims are so bad." Okay, we're getting to the very end. You can see some comparison pictures that I created. I like to send those to the clients, to update them on the befores and afters as I work so I don't forget. This is the completion of the outside after it has been coated. You can definitely see how wet and shiny and how beautiful this car looks under the special lighting. This light kit, by the way, I bought it off Amazon for like $200. It comes with 10 8-foot long lights. The brand is Barina. Spent 3 years researching these lights. I loved them. I love them every day. They're hooked into Case smart plugs, Amazon smart plugs, $2 each. I can control every single thing, every single piece of equipment that I have in my garage, I can control with my phone. This is the final walk around of the car. First time I've pulled it out of the garage all day. This was only the outside detail, returning customer, recoding with the coating that was already on there. Final product, almost forgot to give the license plate back to her, or put the license plate back on the car. Well, everybody, that's it. That's the completion of this car. I hope you learned something. I try to focus on how to clean the rims. If you have any questions about equipment, chemicals, any of that, I'll try to put some stuff in the future in the description. And I'm out. Have a good day. Bye, guys. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It means so much and helps so much.